What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Neca Ultimate King Kong Skull Island set, or something like that. And no, it's not Skull Island from Kong Skull Island. Skull Island, the island has been named such pretty much since the beginning. So, yeah, it is what it is. I don't think this has anything to do with Skull Island. I'll say that right off the bat. Either head. I don't think it has anything to do with MonsterVerse stuff. We'll discuss it as we go. But big thanks to Steven of Steven's Story Reviews for finding this for me. He picked this up same time he got his, and I really appreciate that. And that was prior to Neca even announcing this. That's right, it showed up in stores last week. And, boom, people were finding it in, like, the Michigan area, Ohio, all, right around there, in that neck of the woods. And, I don't know if other people have found it elsewhere. I really don't. You guys can let me know, because it's not supposed to even be out till June, so I don't know if there was, a leak in that area, or it shipped early, or what the deal was, but I really haven't heard that many places getting this one quite yet, so do be on the lookout. It is pretty cool. It's a nice set if you don't have any Kongs already, or if you're a big Kong fan and you want to, expand your Kong verse here, because, it comes with a couple of dinos, it comes with this stick, and 2 heads that we didn't have prior. So, without any further ado, let's get to the review. Kicking things off with a little box art nerd. You got the shot here of Kong with that alternate head sculpt, King Kong, written there. Pretty cool, kind of like in bark looking font. It's okay, I don't like the edges, to tell you the truth. Think that's a little blah, but it is what it is. That's the designer in me. Hey Neca, need some design? Let me know. No offense to the designer. I'm not saying it's terrible or anything. Just saying. Shot on the side here is okay. On the back, I do like these. These look really nice. Nice frames. Kong there looks pretty ghoul. Tells you what it includes on the inside. More Kong on that side. You open it up. Got a shot of Kong here. Nice shot, actually. I do like it. And then just the inside of the tray there. Next up, we'll take care of articulation, because this guy only has a 1 extra point, and that is the jaw on this head moves. And I do like that. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in this few. Head is on a double ball joint, which does work very well. The upper body joint works nicely. There's no waist joint, it's just the upper body. Hinge swivel at the shoulder. You get bicep swivel. You get a double jointed elbow. And it does swivel in the elbow too. And then you get a hinged hand there, which is good. Legs split that much on the ratchet joints. Goes forward, goes back. And then there's a double jointed knee. Works pretty well. You get the ankle rocker, and it is, I believe, hinged. Yeah, I feel it. There it is. You can see it in the back here. So, there you go. It works. Didn't work so well on this one, but it works. Yeah, all in all, everything is there. He's not loose yet, which is good on the mold. Ratchet joints holding up very well, which is nice. I do dig it. I love the ratchet joints. Still popping very, very well, which is good. And everything is still nice and tight. 3rd time through the mold, and that's a good thing, guys. That's actually a really, really good thing. And the additional hinge joint is very nice. Alright, so let's have a proper look-see at this guy. Sculpt is the same, except for the head here. And it's good. It's a really good sculpt. The paint is a bit different than the original paint of this guy. So I think there was a slight update on the paint from what I've heard, when it went a little more wider than just Target. But I don't know, because I didn't bother to look at it further. Why would I? Paint is good on this guy, though. He's got very glossy feet, and he's got some blood on those glossy feet. And then the brownish fur going up here is really well sculpted, very nicely painted. You can see the detail of, you know, there's some black wash in there mixed in with the brown. Actually, it might be brown wash over black, or like a dark gray in there, and then the brown is over it. That's actually what it looks like. So yeah, either way, really nice. Very, very well done. You get some spots up here of more gloss paint on the sides there, but then you got this like really glossy gray chest, which is fine. You got some blood over here, which almost looks like a mistake, but it works. And then you got the cuts all along his chest there, all look pretty good. Nice skin texture for sure. It's really nicely done. Fur detail down the arms are really well done. Good paint, very evenly done, nothing crazy. You know, you can see in the crotch area, it gets a little darker and less of that brown there, and that's fine. And then the arm looks good. You see browns, you see that, you know, dark paint. Same thing on this paw right there. Hand looks really good. Black nails painted in, I believe, yep. I don't know if my toenails are painted. Doesn't look like it. Don't look like it. But those definitely do look like it. Could be wrong. Maybe they're a little glossed up a little bit more, but I don't know. Looks like it. Arms look good. Both sides. You know, don't really have to say it again. Good sculpt. The back, got nice muscle detail right there. Really good. Nice paint again. Beautiful sculpting. Little back part here looks good. The fur hangs down. Gets to a little bit of a soft plastic edge at the bottom, which is a nice touch. Feels really good. I like it. It works very, very well. The back of the legs look good. You do have the joints, but that's okay. They do a good job with the joints at the elbows, that's for sure. You know, nicely sculpted all the way through, which is great. You do see them in the front. I should have did the opposite, but it wouldn't have worked. But it does look good. Nice traps. And then we get to the head sculpt. And I like this one. I do. I think it looks really good. His eyes are done in gray, which we'll have to get the other dude. No, the other dude is actually in color. So, begs the question, is there a black and white version coming? Because why would they gray out his eyes here? You know what I'm saying? Get it ready for the next version. Good scar right there. I like how it's done. All that wrinklage around the scar looks good. The mouth looks really nice. The nose looks really good. The brow has a lot of good detail and nice and bloody and scarred. He is messed up. The eyes are very nicely done, if you can see them well, if they're not shadowed by these giant brows. Now, this is something to talk about. His brows are gigantic on both heads here, and I don't think they were so big before. That's crazy. Look at that. That's insane. His chin looks pretty good. I like how he looks up front there, and then you open his mouth for a different look, and that's great. I like it. I like that the joint is all hidden there. The hair goes down here. You don't really see it, and the teeth look very nice. I do dig them. The tongue looks good. The gums are good. It gets very dark in there, so it's a little bit tough to see, but I mean, it does the job. It does the job really well. You got, like, you know, the wet gums in there, and nice, very nicely done. Top of the head, you got little bit of a scar there. His head, you know, has that little pointy shape. I think this is a little bit less pointy than before. We'll have to compare shortly. But in my mind's eye, that's what it feels like. The ears look good. And yeah, it's good. It's very good, guys. The proportions are very nice on this guy. I do like it. Stick is sticking up here. Got long arms, and something I, you know, mentioned at first when I first did the first review of this mold. I thought the arms might have been a little bit too long, but then, you know, I was like, nah, you know what? It's not. It's awesome. It's amazing. It was figure of the year for me. And this guy's good. I mean, you know, he already has a head start of being the figure of the year last year. And so far, I really like this one a lot, too. It's very nicely done. I love the head sculpt a lot, this one with the open mouth. So this guy is well on his way of defending his title pretty well so far. Let's check out the accessories and see if that takes it over the edge. So let's start out with the aforementioned stick. Very nicely sculpted here. It's a bit of a tree branch. It's definitely not just a tree, but, you know, some sort of giant piece of tree. I don't know. But it looks pretty good. I do like it a lot. I think it's very well done. The holes have little hints of color in there. Now, I know Steven's Toy Reviews had one that was like super, super pink on the inside. Mine is not that pink. It's very slightly done, and it really works. I feel like I get what they were trying to do with that color, and it's not bad on mine. It doesn't stand out, so it really works. Good sculpt, in my opinion. I do like it, and it fits in his hand really well. So, yeah, this is a cool accessory for sure for me. We get 4 hands. We get 2 punching hands and 2 grippy hands here. I believe these are ones we've gotten before, but very well sculpted, very nice on, you know, on their own merit. So I do like them. We got this alternate head sculpt. It's pretty good. It's really tough to see this dude's eyes in this one. That, again, big sculpted brow, you know, making it a little tough for me personally to see the eyes in there. I don't know why it's so hard. I know there's shadows right now in the camera, but even to the naked eye, I'm having a tough time seeing his eyes. So yeah, it just, I guess it adds to the meanness of this face. He's very, very mean. Still got the pointed head. Still got all the scarring in the right spots. The teeth look really good. I really do like it. I think it's pretty awesome. Got guys here. But I do like this one. He's got even more blood here. It's definitely along the lines of the more mean, more modern take on Kong that we saw in the first release as well. Like that, there was that other head sculpt where folks thought, oh, maybe this is more of a Kong Skull Island head sculpt. And while I didn't agree there, and I don't agree here, because to me this doesn't look like Skull Island Kong at all. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think it does. I think it's just NECA's take here on this, you know, and nothing. And the title of this release really has nothing to do with the movie Skull Island, you know. So it's one of those things where, oh, I didn't heat this up, guys, so I'm just trying to put it on just to give a look-see. And it's not my favorite. I don't know. I don't love this head. This, to me, I don't dig it. You know, the eye cuts actually, like, the fact that I can't see the eyes is bothering me. The pupils, I barely see them in there, and I feel like the way they cut the eyes there is seriously weird. They're not big enough. So, I'm gonna say this head is like kind of a miss, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a miss. But we get some dinosaurs, so who cares about the head? We got two little dinosaurs. We got the skull crawler here. What? No. We got the pit monster here, which was the basis for the skull crawler, the inspiration, if you will. You know, they're coming up from the depths, you know what I'm saying? This guy has got a hinged jaw slightly, but it's there. And he does have what appears to be a ball-jointed head. So that's pretty cool. I like and that's the only details. It's tiny, probably too tiny, but it looks good. As accessories, these two dinosaurs, they are small, but yeah, I like them. I do have like a little scratch on the top of mine, or excess paint from somewhere. I don't know. It's there. The teeth look really gnarly and cool. I do like him. I like his little nostrils. I like his eyes. His whole head sculpt looks pretty good. You see some texture on his skin, which is awesome. Some paint on his knuckles, on his fingernails. His little dorsal fin is pretty cool. I do like that. On the bottom, it's very well sculpted. And this is really, really nice. You know, it is a tad small. He's like, Papa. It's like his, like, you know, little pet, you know, more than anything. Or, you know, food. He's food. Or he could toss him, you know, whatever. Whatever you want Kong to do with this little guy, he can, because this guy's not going to do anything for Kong here. You know what I'm saying? Except for being food. And the same thing could be said for this Pteranodon, because, again, I think they made it a tad too small. The wings are pretty good. The wingspan is okay. You see the leathery skin, but you do see the seam lines down the, you know, center of them, which, down the middle there. Little fingers are pretty cool. Body looks pretty good. You see, like, the rib cage in there and stuff. That's pretty nice. We can zoom in. Little legs. You see a little tail poking through. You can see it better on the back. Spine is pretty nice. Little feet are pretty good. Not bad. I like how the wings are folded. That's pretty nice. For sure. And then you see the neck, which looks pretty good. You got some purples. You got some reds in there, which is very well done. The head sculpt is not bad at all. He does have some articulation on the head. Head is on a ball joint. And the mouth opens as well, which is cool. Cacao! Inside, you see the tongue, which is nice. And you can pull the head right off, just like so. You can pick it up and go. I do like the head. I think it's pretty cool. Again, you got some purples in there, and you're going to see a lot more on the back. Red. Brighter red. Some blue in there. It's not the best paint. It's kind of sloppily done, but, you know, it kind of looks okay on the leathery looking wings, which are really well sculpted, gotta say. So, yeah, I mean, your mileage is going to vary on that. It's okay. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it's okay. And, you know, again, this is very, very tiny. The pterodactyls were very much a bigger thing in the pterodons here, were definitely a bigger thing in the movie than they are here. You know, this, again, he's not going to be bothered too much by this little guy. But I guess you can do some, you know, creative photography with them, and it's cool to have these two little guys as accessories for sure. I appreciate it. I really do. For size comparisons, first up, here's some figures you might have in your collection. And, you know, if you haven't seen these two together, that's a pretty nice matchup. This is the X Plus T-Rex. I do really like it, or Meat Eater. I know you guys love to call it the Meat Eater, even though it's only called that in the book. But that works well together. Give us the black and white. Next up, the always fun Kongapalooza. But finally, here is the three NECAs we've gotten from this mold. Different paint jobs here. These two share the same heads. These two are the same, you know, except for, obviously, obvious paint differences. But these two here are worth showing and comparing a tad, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, different paint jobs on the bodies. The fur is mostly painted the same, for the most part, but the, like, skin parts, here it's done all glossy, and here it's done all matte, and I really like this matteness a little bit more than this glossiness, and as you can see, the heads are shaped differently. Like, this has that more pointy head, this has a little bit less pointy, and it's got those giant brows. Like, I just don't know about those giant brows. You know, you let me know which ones you like better. I really like this head. I really do. I think it's really awesome. But there's something about this one that screams 33 Kong more than this one does. But yeah, maybe that's just me. But, you know, it does look good. They both look good on this body. So I just think this one's paint job is a little bit better overall. And my final thoughts. This is a good set. I don't like the alternate head sculpt. However, the hinged jaw head is really cool. I really like it. I think it's a very nice feature to have for Kong. I think Neca did a very good job with it. I like it a lot. I do. And it works really great on the body, which looks great with this paint job. And I'm happy that all the joints are holding up still. Third time around with this mold, and still working really well here. So it's a great set, guys. The dinos are cool. You know, I like them both, and you know, it's worth getting. I think it's worth getting. Yes, the dinos are a little small, but the stick is cool too. I dig that. So all in all, if you're gonna get any of these, I think this is the one to get. You get the most bang for your buck. And you get a really good Kong. Overall, I might like the first release better, but this is a very strong set as well. And it's going to factor in my tops of the year. It will, you know. Coming back again, Kong trying to defend his title. Is it going to be #1 this time? I don't know, because, you know what? You know, second time, third time around, it loses a little bit of luster. And I gotta say, Illustrated Kong is going to factor in as well, so, There you go, guys. That's my review. That's all I got for now. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out.